Okay guys, welcome back to another deck profile on TCG University. Today, I'm going to be doing a Nehtali deck profile for Nehtali 1 from UniVersus, obviously, or UFS. This is a really old card. This card is literally 11 years old. So a lot of people are not going to know what this character does, and some of you will, and some of you will claim to know what it does. The two abilities on Nehtali are Respond, Commit 1 Foundation, and discard a block card from your hand. After your opponent plays an attack, choose one keyword ability on that attack. That ability may not be played during the attack's enhanced step. Basically, just take away keywords. So, like, you don't want your opponent to multiple you out with, like, a Dark Cherry or something. Get rid of it. You don't want the EX3 on Nutcracker. Get rid of it. You don't want the Powerful 4 on Siang Style. Get rid of it. So, I think it's really good. It's just slightly overcosted for how the game goes right now. Then R Commit, discard a block card. After you make a control check, that check gets plus X. X equals the block modifier on the discarded card. I didn't use this a lot of the time during the tournament. There's some cards you can use to do it. I didn't feel like I ever really needed to. I never really got to the point. I kind of went okay. I didn't do great at our local when I played it. But I didn't build the deck heavily to use that bottom in hand to try to go all out and discard things like Swallow Your Souls to get like +4 to my checks or anything like that. Do some cool combos. I more built the deck around playing defensively around the first ability and trying to take advantage of my opponent not being able to commit as hard because they don't know when they're not going to be able to do the cool things they want to do. So we're going to put this here, get a little crown on her. You can't see it because the crown's up here. The crown's up here, but it's there, don't worry, it's our logo. I wanted to find cards that complemented this the Nehtali 1. So I liked Manifestation, which honestly is how the deck started. Manifestation says when you commit for a cost, commit one of your opponent's foundations. So when you commit to take away a keyword, you can force your opponent to commit one foundation as well. So it kind of like 1-for-1 to our opponent, but we still have the discard, which brings on to the second card to give us at least one free ability of it. We have a Sun's Love first form draw card, which means we always have at least one card we weren't gifted immediately with Nehtali to be able to use, which is real nice. And then if our opponent decides they want the momentum, ooh baby, draw 2. Whoo! And then because we're playing Nehtali and we're playing an older character, I want some Nehtali themed stuff. So we're playing one Outer League. I think Outer League is still a very good card, and I don't know why people aren't playing it as much as they should be. Basically, we're playing for the R Illusory Vitality. After your opponent plays a responsibility, cancel it and then remove this card. Sometimes being able to cancel things that respond are very good for us. You never know what happens, what your opponent's going to respond with, stuff like that. And then one Damnation, because memes, and I think Damnation's a very okay card out of one of. You can build it or you can leave it, or if it's in our hand, we just discard it because it's a no block and we don't have to worry about it. I threw that card to the moon, guys. You didn't see it? Maybe you did. I threw that card to the moon and it's gone forever, as Tam would like it to be. So the deck we built, you're gonna watch if you watched the other deck profile I did earlier. This is the same day, but I unbeknowingly didn't plan on it at least. Built 2 Frosthammer decks, Frosthammer Deep Freeze decks. I think this one is a better Frosthammer Deep Freeze deck. Like core wise, I think the other one is a better deck all around. So happens. Nehtali is a little underwhelming comparatively in the meta, but I still think this deck's very neat. I think it could use some shining around the edges, some polish. Deep Freeze is a 3 for 5 with stun 1 that says it gets +1 speed for each of your opponent's sealed foundations and +1 damage for each of your opponent's committed foundations. It's a stun deck, so we're going to be stunning a bunch, so we're going to get a bunch of damage. And then we are playing some cards that seal some stuff, so we're going to be able to pump that speed as well, meaning this card's going to try and kill things. And then, like I said, stun package, we are playing 3 Ice Ball, because I think this card's neat. I wish this card was better. It's a 3 mid for 3 with stun 1 that says if it's not blocked, you seal and commit your opponent's character. I just like this card because as a mediocre character, sorry guys, I'm gonna keep saying she's a bad character because she's not good right now. She doesn't have anything that complements her super well like other characters. Her set is rotated, all the support built more around her has rotated, and she's 11 years old, so like she's not the greatest. But if you're looking to have fun, this deck's interesting. But so like I'm trying to even the playing field, get rid of their character, and then you are the best character. Their character just says draw cards at the start of turn. Lame. But being a 3 for 3 that stuns makes it our opponent deal with it, which is -1 hand size, and stuns our opponent, which is what we're trying to do with the deck. And then if they don't block it, we get to seal and commit their character. So it's an okay card. We're playing a stun package, so Icy Slide. It's a 1 low for 1. It's a 1 low for 1 with stun 2. It gets plus X damage equal to the number of printed stun ratings on all cards in your card pool. So the bigger stun rating on all the cards in our card pool, the bigger this gets. Usually play this after you play your cool Frosthammer combo, and you've tapped your opponent completely out, and they think it's over, and you go, was it? And then if for whatever reason you're tapped out, this is where you use Nehtali's bomb ability to discard some cool card to plus your check to make sure you pass this. Which I guess you could also do with the Frosthammer if you want to do Frosthammer, and you're pretty checked out. But this just helps us kill our opponent and stun them out more, which is very important. And it's a very cool target for Stairwell Escape Shot. I wanted to test this card, and this was just the package that helped me do it. I haven't got to test it yet. I was really looking forward to it. It's a Breaker 1 reversal, stun 1, 4 mid for 4 that says response. After you play this card, you remove 1 attack from your discard pile from the game, and it gains all keywords and keyword ratings on that card. So you get all the stuns and stuff. So you just go stun 1. I'll remove this, give it stun 2 again. So you get to play this cool stun pack and just plus off of it just for having it. And then as well as on reversal, just get the stun 2, stun 3, something on reversal. Seems really sick, especially when we're already committing cards with Nehtali 1 dot. And then obviously, like I said, we're playing the Frosthammer Deep Freeze package. Deep Freeze is very cool. It's a 3 mid for 7 with stun 2 that says discard momentum. You seal up to 3 of your opponent's foundations, and then this tech is +1 to a stun rating, meaning it's a stun 3, seal 3, which plus is super big for the Frosthammer. But getting rid of certain things makes Nehtali even the playing field even more, which was also very helpful. And sometimes, if they don't have a mid block, 7 damage is a lot, my guy. 7 damage is a lot. Okay, now, I'm going to keep this card here because I think what I'm about to say is very important. If you are playing water and you are playing a Deep Freeze deck, I implore you, or what's the word I want? Just please play this card. Double SLL. If you don't have momentum, flip a foundation, gain a momentum. The deck is literally built to just be like, I'm going to Deep Freeze you every single turn. Please deal with it. I'm Deep Freezing every single turn. You never know when my combo turn is. I could just be trying to push here. I could be just bluffing. Deal with it. If you have 2 Deep Freezes and have momentum, you get to do this combo twice in 1 turn. Seal 6, stun 6 is nuts. And there's a couple other things we use momentum for, but I think double SLs mixed with Deep Freeze is like an extremely good package. To more complement the stun and the seal package, 4 freeze in the city. All our stun attacks get +1 on an enhance, and then enhance seal this foundation. Your opponent seals 1 ready face up foundation. They can't seal face down, so you never have to worry about that. It's always a face up, and it's always ready. So whatever they stun, you don't have to worry about them just sealing those. You seal whatever ready. So like when your opponent keeps the good stuff, you seal all the good stuff, and your Frosthammers get real big. And then I'm a fan of playing Trusted Keeper, just out of one of. Sometimes just having the ability to go 1 for 1 with your opponent to get rid of a foundation that you know is going to end your turn practically is very nice. Just being able to go, I'll add this to hand, commit that. And then you also have a +1 on Nehtali to discard it and do cool thing. Has a 3 mid block if you want to discard it to give plus to your check. All around, it pulls its weight in this deck. There's another package I was trying to test in this set, or in this deck, which is Royal Bodyguard and Gray's Combatant. Royal Bodyguard says discard momentum, stuff a card during your opponent's turn into the card pool. Works really well with the double SLs. You can get your momentum, stuff a card, and then these say if your opponent has at least 1 face down in their card pool, this attack gets +1 or -1 damage. So you stuff one of their top of the card of their deck to their card pool face down, and then just start minusing damage to try and live longer. We are a 7 hand size, 21 vitality character, so we are a small girl. So you kind of want to live a little bit longer. She used to be one of the biggest 7-handers, and now you have like Spike and things. Spike, Yusuke. There's a few now, but just being able to live longer really matters. Our neutral control stuff, we have God of Thunder. Blow something up to raise something else. You can give 2 damage if you need. Sometimes just being able to go longer strings because you check bed really matters. We're flipping some stuff sometimes in our deck. So Generous Gambler, especially with double SLs. Destroy face down. This deck is +2 or -2 speed. Real good control piece and aggro piece. I've been enjoying Habitual Smoker. Lose 1 vitality. If this deck deals no damage, gain 2 vitality. Sometimes your opponent's just going to want to block you. Other times they're not. Other times maybe they choose not to. It's just really weird how much I find that people kind of, not choreograph, but they tell you they're going to, like, you just know they're going to block. And so you can just go, I'll gain 2 then. Who cares? I'll get the gain 1 vitality. And as a small goal, it sometimes matters. We have 3 Ageless and Wise to protect our foundations, because I hate Tagora Brothers, and I think that card should be banned. I'll say that all the time, because that card does 6 different things for no reason. Because we are a 11-year-old character, 2 bang, even the playing field, you know, or get rid of cool cards. Maybe sometimes you'll kill somebody on the burn 3. Small girl things, 3 prepare to fight, block, breaker 1, take no damage, you know, easy stuff. I haven't got to play this card yet, so I want to test it. Search for Salvation. Mainly we're playing it for the response. Remove. After your opponent plays an attack, it gains flash and is unblockable. I found this card to actually be pretty good. Obviously, it's not as good as High Seas Adventure because you can't block. But 5 damage from a Scarlet Meteor is so much better than like 20. 6 damage, in my opinion, from a Missile Launcher is so much better than 10. Sometimes, if you're not going to have a good chance of blocking anyways, why do you care if you just take the damage straight up? Like, I just mean, sometimes it matters. 2 Journey West to protect ourselves if we're just going to face tank something like Search for Salvation. But it gets flashed, so you don't get to do it. But I mean, like, if we're just going to face tank something, Journey West helps us. We got 2 Whirlite. Sometimes ending our opponent's attack phase really matters. Choose something they committed with our stun abilities on reversal, or if they've committed it for whatever reason, and they just end their turn. It's pretty nice. 1 Venomous, because people draw cards still sometimes. And being able to just cancel that's real nice. With double SLs, we get cool momentum, so mutual respect, discard momentum. Both players can only play 1 more enhance. Kind of the same thing as our Whirlite, but you get to continuously use it once a turn, so that's really nice. 1 Retreat Arctica to get rid of 3 or more keyword attacks and just make them do nothing. Nice Missile Launcher, loser. Nice Scarlet Meteor, loser. And then the last card, Rhythmic Fighting Style, because I hate shotgun, and this card says no shotgun. If this attack is completely blocked, remove it from the game before the damage step, so you don't take the half damage. Get out of here. Like I said, guys, Nehtali is an 11-year-old character. She has some cool abilities that are kind of relevant in the meta, in my opinion. Being able to take away keywords like multiple, powerful, and stuff. I think getting the plus tier checks also really neat in combo decks. But as a whole, she is a very lackluster character comparatively to what's been printed recently in the game. But altogether, if you're looking for a fun character that could do some pretty neat things, and you're not trying to like overly meta sack your locals, I'd recommend Nehtali fully. I enjoyed my day. I had fun testing out a bunch of cool things, playing a character most people, literally I think only 1 person didn't have to read my character, and it's because they just let me tell them what it did. Most people had to read my character, guys. I understand if you have to look this character up and find it. Yes, this character is legal. They printed a promo of it. So now this has 3 printings. This promo, the set card, and a 3rd promo, which was printed with, I believe, it was Sagaki offering, and I want to say Revoke, like, at this point, it would have been 5-6 years ago. Oh, no, Silence. Silence, Sagaki, and, man, Silence is a good card, too, that no one plays. Sorry, I'm rambling again. But this card is legal. Please, if you want to, give it a try. As always, stay alert.